Hopefully that'll let me do things, see a little bit better. All right, remember, so there is a standard greeting. Right hand's a fist, left hand's open, and gently put the fist to the hand. All right, we're gonna do some warm-ups. And as I always say, if it hurts, stop. First one, and you can do one sitting down actually too. So raise your hands straight above you, palm to palm. Let me just move back so you can see the whole thing. You keep your palms together until you get down as far as you can. Lace the fingers, go down and up. All right? You do it 2 more times. It's just to gently get your body moving. And actually, as you're doing this, if you could do this standing up, believe it or not, you are working on your balance here. Okay? Now I'm going to do one I don't know whether I did before. You could do this one sitting down on the ground or standing up. Can barely hear me. Something is echoing. Looks like everybody's muted. Let me just check one thing here. I'm going to check microphone. I'm using the webcam microphone, so I haven't changed any of the settings. Okay, do my best. I'm going to show you this one standing up and then sitting down. Larry, can you read that? I don't know.
Yep, I got this. We're under control. You're good.
Okay.
You did, everyone.
Now, I'm going to show you this standing up, and then I'll show you how to do it sitting down. Take one hand, sliding down the leg. You bend at the waist. I say sweep the floor. If you can, you go across to the other foot, and then up. You want to try to do this 3 times on each side. Now, that's the standing version. If you're a little unsure of your balance, sit down on the ground. Bend at the waist, follow the leg, sweep out, and come back. I'm basically doing the same thing I was doing standing up, just now I don't have to worry about my balance. And you can see Larry doing it on a chair behind me. Okay? Now the second part, I'll do this one sitting down and then standing up. The second part of this one, put your hands flat on the floor in front of you and slowly slide them out and bend at the waist. Always do this slowly. You're trying to warm up your back muscle a little bit. Then you come up. If you're lucky enough to be able to do this standing up, what you do, put your hands on your waist and just bend straight forward. And then up. I'm going to do it about 3 times. If you find yourself losing your balance, a lot of times what happens, because I'll lose mine, if you lean, you're going to lose your balance. You have to keep your hips back and actually push them back as you bend over. So if you find yourself pitching forward, that means you must be leaning your whole body forward. Okay? All right. What we do is nice and gentle. Again, take it very slowly. Going to start off with what I call Tai Chi Walking. Remember, with Tai Chi, you never put your weight on the foot unless it's flat. And I found a pair of shoes where that had white soles, so hopefully you can see how my foot's moving really well. First thing, before you start moving at all, bend your knees a bit. Body balance is better on a bent knee. Step out with one foot and go out straight. Heel down, then toe. Once that foot's flat, you shift forward. Then to take the next step, you've got to take weight off this leg before you twist your foot or else you hurt your knee. So you take the weight off, spin or open the foot, get it flat, bend the knee, the back foot comes up to the front one, and then you step with that foot. Heel then toe, shift forward, back, weight's off, so I spin or open it, I get it flat so I can put my weight on it. Back foot comes up to the front, then you step. Heel and toe, forward, back. I got room, I can take one more step. Okay? Now, I know I've done it at least in one of the classes. We're going to go backwards. Shift the weight to your back leg. Front foot comes back. You step behind you, toe, heel. Get that foot flat. Shift your weight to the back. Close the foot. So going backwards, front foot comes to the back one. Step back. Get your heel flat. And then shift your weight back. Just all teaching your body how to readjust your weight. So toe comes back, heel comes down, and you're back. So front foot to back foot, back, then down. Okay? Now we're going to go forward again. Weight's off my foot, so I can spin or open it. I get that foot flat, put the weight on it, front foot comes up, then steps. Once that foot's flat, I can shift the weight to it, come off, spin or open, get it flat, bring the back foot up, and step. So it's like a rock motion. Notice I don't do this. I'm going to purposely do it towards you. I'm going to do this, actually, I do want to do this towards you. So open, shift the weight, back foot up, step, get the foot flat, shift. Weight off, spin or open, shift the weight, back up, flat. Now, I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it and then explain why. Like say, I do everything right, get that foot flat, and I just go like this. That, when you're here, that requires a lot of balance to get you there. Okay, I was just reading the notes from the chat. That's why, and it becomes a more natural motion when you get used to it, but you don't just go like that. That requires you to balance your whole weight here all the time. If you come here, you're balanced, then you step, okay? By bringing the back foot up, you allow your weight to get centered over the foot that's nice and flat before you step, okay? That's why it's so, I don't know, stylized, regimented, however you want to call it. So it comes up, that helps your body balance, all right? Then you could do this, I don't know, 5 minutes or so before you do anything else. And then it helps you get used to it. If you look, the way I'm walking now, I've just gotten used to pretty much, I go, it's almost like in a zigzag fashion. Of course, when I'm moving fast, I don't do that all the time. But it does help you get your balance back. There's a hand motion or an upper body motion that you add into this. We call it brush knee walking. What moves are the same?
He's on the English first. So I don't know when.
Okay, somebody's unmuted back there. All right. Hey, get a little closer, make sure you can see real well. And one of the things, if you're having trouble because you got all these windows on your screen, you should be able to find something which says speaker view, which is what I have right now so I can see what you're seeing. If you put it on speaker view, you get the whole screen pretty much with me and just a little boxes on the side. All right. So if I got right now my left foot forward, my right foot's behind. With brush knee walking, the hand on the side with the leg that's in front is low. The other hand is out straight. Okay. The foot motions are the same. Weight comes off, spinner open, gets flat. Now, the upper hand, as I shift my weight forward, the upper hand comes down, the back hand comes up, I step, then as I turn my body towards the front, the lower hand brushes in front of the knee and the hand pushes out. Just move back again. Okay? Take the weight off, spin or open that foot. As you shift your weight forward, the front hand comes down, the back hand comes up by your ear, you step, And then as you twist your body towards the front, the upper hand at your ear pushes out, and the other hand sweeps in front. So spinner open, foot's flat. As I shift my weight, front hand comes down, back hand comes up. I step and push. One more. My feet are probably going to go out of view, but I want you to see the hands. So, and apologize for the phone. It's probably, I get more spam calls, I think, than anything else right now. Now I'm going to do it sideways, so you get a sideways view. All right? Got my left foot in front, right foot's behind me. So left hand is left, right hand's pushing down. Okay? Take the weight off, spin or open that foot. As I shift weight to the front, my right hand comes down, my left hand comes up. I step. As I shift my weight forward to my right foot, my left hand goes out. And I'll do it lower hand and up hand in case you're on a different foot. All right? As I shift my weight forward, the front hand comes down, the back hand comes up. I step and I push my upper hand out. Okay? So take the weight off, spin or open that foot, foot gets flat. As I shift my weight forward, the front hand comes down, the back hand comes up, step. As I turn my body towards the front, I push out. Now, if you look at how wide apart my feet are. If you're having trouble with the balance, don't step out as far. You're doing the same thing. If your feet are like this, it's a lot easier for you to balance. Okay? Front hand comes down, back hand comes up. Take a little step, and I turn. Especially when you're first starting out. Don't try to step too far in front. Okay? You can actually look at that upper hand, then you follow it as it goes out. Okay? See how my body twists, turns to the side of the foot that is in front, and then out like that. Okay, this is called Brushy Walking. There is a reverse, but I don't want to go through that just yet because honestly, sometimes it's more difficult. And honestly, sometimes if I haven't practiced a lot, I lose my balance. All right, so let's go over that one more time. And you'll see why I've got my numbers here. I had to check the video to make sure I put it in the same order. That you start off with 1, 2, 3, and 4. With the video, depending on your settings, this might look like my left hand instead of my right hand. So when we start doing the form, which we are going to do today, we're going to start it off with that. I'll be using numbers to give you directions. So what it is, if I'm facing the camera, my front left, my front right, back right is 3, back left is 4. So I'll try to make sure I keep that concept. I don't want to confuse it as we go on in future classes. All right, so let's do some more brushy walking. I put my left foot in front, left hand is down by my knee, right hand is straight out in front. And it's not a stiff arm, as you can even tell through this jacket, it's a little bit bent. You never want to completely straighten anything, because then it's harder on your joints. Take your weight off that front foot. Spin or open it. It's flat. As I shift weight to the front, my front hand comes down, my back hand comes up, back foot comes up, I step. Once it's flat, as I shift weight to it, my upper hand pushes out, my lower hand just stays in front, and it sweeps in front of my body. My weight's off, weight's on, so I can shift my weight. Front hand down, back hand up, step, and push. Shift your weight, take the weight off the foot, front foot, it's flat, bend the knee, and shift the weight forward. Front hand down, back hand up, step, and twist your body towards the front. I'll do it one more time going straight at you so you can see a different view of it. And again, left foot's in front, Right foot's behind me. And you notice they're about a little wider than my hips. You don't want to be doing this. You don't want to have one foot behind the other because you're not going to be as stable. We call this in our classes riding the skateboard because we deal with a lot of kids. If your feet are a little farther apart like this, you have much better balance, okay? You don't want it real wide because that's worse. But you should be about as wide as your hips or your shoulders. All right, left foot's in front. So the left hand's down, right hand is out straight. I shift my weight back so I can spin or open my front foot, get it flat. I shift my weight, front hand comes down, back hand comes up, back foot came up to the front. I step, get it flat, turn towards the front, push out. Take the weight off, spin or open. I shift my weight to the front hand comes down, back hand comes up, and I'm sort of pointing my body at the side, my right side. And then I twist towards the front. Take the weight off, spin or open, shift front hand down, back hand up, step, turn and push. One more. Spin or open. Front hand comes down, so it's just my weight. Back hand comes up. I step. I push. Okay. I get a sip of my drink. And I guess if Sunny or Anastasia has joined us, please send Larry a text or give him a call, let him know. And I'll give you a moment just to introduce yourself. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I want to spend some time. Actually, I looked at my clock over there on the side, make sure I keep track of my time. I want to go over the form, as we call it. What I learned and what I'm teaching is Yang style walking. And it is a very long sequence of moves that you gradually learn. And you learn it at your own pace, that you do these moves plus others. Again, it's all coordinating your mind, your arms, your legs, your body. So I gotta make sure, and I should have enough room for standing right about here. So you start off, feet together, hands down by your side. Always take a couple nice breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, before you start. When you start, to start off, bend your knees slightly. You're going to step with your left foot and slowly start raising your hands straight out at your sides. When your front foot is flat, left foot is flat, you shift your weight. As your arms get up shoulder high, you turn the palms up. As you bring your back foot in, you circle them around. Your right foot steps to the side towards number 2. Then you slowly stand up or straighten your legs as you bring your arms down. And your arms start, it's hard to tell, but that's my waist. So it's hips forward. It's kind of hard. I'll eventually take this jacket off so you can see a little bit better. So the hips are forward, chin's down, and your elbows have a slight bend, your wrists are straight, okay? Just looking for, I know I covered this in one of the classes. We call this Tai Chi hands. The forefinger and the thumb are forming like an L, and the other fingers just curl in slightly. It's a pretty straight wrist, okay? That helps you get good blood circulation. You got a strongly bent joint, it's not easy for your blood to flow. So mostly we will keep gentle bends, if not completely straight on a joint. And Tai Chi, classical Tai Chi, and I say Chinese medicine, good health. It's good blood flow, good airflow. Okay? Tai Chi, the form, actually really helps with your blood flow. Okay? So move yourself back to your starting position. We're going to go through a couple moves. I'm going to do this first setup a couple times to begin with. You'll notice I do something like this. I try to loosen up my body, try to relax. My knees, it's hard to tell when these baggy pants are slightly bent. Always take a couple breaths. And you try to keep your back up straight. I know I tend to hunch. When you're ready to begin, bend your knees. You can actually start raising your arms as you step out with your left foot. Heel toe, it's flat. I keep raising my arms. My arms get shoulder high. I turn the palms up. Right foot comes in, then it steps to the side. I circle. My knees are still pretty bent. When my hands get about here, I slowly start raising or straightening out my legs as my hands come down to about my waist, okay? And again, it's hard to tell, hips are forward, chin's down, without bending my neck as I just did, okay? And so it's supposed to be, this stance helps straighten out the spine, relieve the tension on your spine. We call this our standing meditation pose. My teacher, Mr. Wong Yang, he swears by this for good health. He said, you start off your day, standing meditation. You try to just stay still, relax, just think of breathing, nothing else. If you can think of nothing, that's great. So I concentrate on my breathing. You try to relax your muscles as much as possible while still staying standing. Okay? So he said this is a great thing for the body. It really helps your blood really circulate. Okay? Gets you nice and ready to start the day. He loves doing it at the beginning of the day before breakfast. He said, don't do this right after you eat because your blood is trying to digest your food. He said you want your blood to be free flowing so you don't want to have a lot of food in your stomach. All right, let's do that again. I'm going to show you the next one. In fact, I'm going to do this one sideways so you can get a different view. Stepping with my left foot, this is my left hand, left side, okay? So I bend my knees. I start raising my arms straight at their side as I step with my left foot. My arms get about shoulder high. I turn my hands and palms up. Right foot comes out and steps to the side. I circle my hands high and then low. I slowly straighten up. My hands stop about at my waist. Okay? Now I'm going to stay in this direction so you can see what my arms are doing next move. And definitely take a number of breaths here. Relax. When you're ready to begin, your arms go straight out in front of you, palms down. They get about shoulder high. They come towards you. And then you start pushing them down. When your hands get about chest high, you're going to shift your weight to your left. Scoop your left hand underneath. Don't worry, I'll do this facing front too. Open your right foot. Then you're going to shift your weight to the right. We call this position holding the beach ball. Okay? Imagine you got this big ball in front of you, so your hands can't get any closer. You want it to be a good distance apart. You don't want to be here, you don't want to be there. Okay? You want to be a nice, comfortable distance apart. We call this holding the beach ball and with my right hand on top. All right, so let's go over that again. All right, this time you'll see it straight on, and I'll be heading towards number 2 over there when I do it. Right now, I'm going straight. All right? Bend the knees.
Good job, Paul.
Step out. Palms up. Circle. Step to the side. Slowly straighten up. All right, I'll assume we stay. Ready to begin. Your arms go straight out in front of you. They get about shoulder high. They come towards you. They get a couple inches away from your body and you push down. Gets about chest high. Shift your weight to the left, or number 2. See how I open my foot? And I shift my weight here. Left foot comes up. I step straight in front. Then I'm going to do an uncoil. My left arm's going high, my right low. And I'm going to do this facing sideways too, so you can see. So I finish like this, facing number 2. Okay?
Good job, guys. Don't forget to bend those knees.
You see me do this because of my many knee surgeries, just to loosen up my legs a little bit. I'm going to do this one sideways. So you're going to see what it looks like as I'm going towards number 2. Okay? So bend the knees, arms come straight out, step with your left foot. Heel then toe, shift the weight to the front, hands turn palms up. As I bring my right foot up and then to the side, my hands circle high and then low. I slowly straighten up. After I stay here a little bit, I want to get going. Arms straight out in front of me, palms down. They get shoulder high, they come straight towards me. They get closer to my body, I go down. I shift my weight to the left hand scoops under the right, open the right foot. Shift my weight to the right, left foot comes in, then it goes straight out. As I shift my weight to this left leg, my front leg, I slowly rotate my left hand up, my right hand down. We call it a bump, because if you do it fast, you're actually pushing someone away with your left arm. Okay? Gotta take another sip. Too much talking. Let's see.
Everybody, if you need to, shake your hands on purpose.
Yep. And I got an email here from Mesa, Larry, that she believes Anastasia doing this. Anastasia, hang out for a little bit. While we take a little break in between doing this, we'll get Mesa, or if I can be, to highlight you, and you can introduce yourself real quickly and explain why. Okay, or Larry can explain. All right. Couple nice breaths. Bend your knees. You can start bending your bend your knees and start raising your arms even before you step. That's how you can coordinate a little bit better. Remember, make sure that foot's flat before you shift weight. And then right foot comes up, steps to the side. And notice how I'm distributing my weight evenly between both legs as I stand up. Then to continue, my arms go straight out in front of me, palms down. They get shoulder high, they come straight towards me. Get a couple inches away from my body, they push down. I scoop my left hand under my right to grab the beach ball, open my right foot. I shift my weight to my right. Once the weight's all there, I can bring my left foot up. It goes straight out in front of me. Now, I'm facing number 2. As I shift my weight to my left foot, I bring my left arm up, my right hand. Okay? And one thing to mention, I'm showing a little bit more than I normally would, because I know everyone's different. Some people pick up moves real fast. Some people take a little while longer. So I'm showing you an amount which I think the people picking up things faster will be fine with. Don't worry if you can't pick up all of this, okay? We will always start from the beginning, then go to the last move. We'll do it a couple times, then we add some stuff on. And Miss Mesa has been kind enough to record this, so, and you know, she can send you out the YouTube link, so you'll have a reference point to go back to and look at. It's like, what did he do after this? Okay, let me look at that video. Okay. All right, so let's do it one more time. I'm between the numbers. Okay. I've got 1 over there, 2 over there. There's the front ones. And I'm about in the middle of my box, and I'm going forward, straight towards my camera. All right. So you try to loosen. You'll see most people before they start. They'll shrug their shoulders, loosen their neck a little bit. Take a couple breaths. Bend your knees. Start raising your arms as you step out with your left foot. Heel then toe. Arms are shoulder high, so I go palms up. I start circling them in as my right foot comes in. Then I step to my side. I slowly even out my weight between the two legs as I stand up, and the hands stop about waist high. If I was doing this for my own, I would be here for at least 5 minutes. Try to forget about everything else for 5 minutes. All right. That was an imaginary 5 minutes. All right, so now I'm going to raise my hands straight out in front of me, palms down. They get shoulder high. I bring it towards me. And as I push down, I scoop my left hand under my right, weight shifting to the left, so I can open my right foot. It's flat, so I can shift weight to it. Left foot comes in, steps out. Once that foot's flat, I shift weight to that, and I circle my left arm up the way I want to. Okay? Now, I thought of something. I've worked with people in wheelchairs before. Okay? I like this because it's a rolling chair, no arms, okay? Because what you could do is now you could scoot yourself forward. If you have trouble with your balance, I've been asked before, can I use a cane? Sure, sure. You can use a cane to steady yourself, so you're only doing one hand. That's fine. That's fine. So if you want to do it sitting down, okay, what you would do, you would be here. Do your hand motions. Try to keep your back up as straight as possible. Okay? Then when you continue, hands come up towards you. You would scoot. You can twist yourself to the right. You can put out your left foot as if you're stepping. And then you just come all back in your chair like that. Okay? You can get the upper body without having to stand like that. Or like I said, if you need to use a cane or something to steady you, I actually use a long staff. It's basically like a walking stick when I was recovering from my various surgeries to steady myself. That's fine. You see, the only thing that from classical Tai Chi is a little bit bad is this bend. Okay, so you're going to restrict your blood flow a little bit here. But, upper body movements like that help with your blood flow, okay? And it's still, you're coordinating your mind is coordinating your muscles. That's why it's a good memory enhancer. Okay. So let me switch to gallery view. And I'm looking for someone that looks like Anastasia or something that might have. I don't see, Miss Mesa, I don't see anything that's obviously Anastasia on video. If you're Anastasia, raise your hand if you're on video. All right, she might not be in. I've got a phone and a couple people that don't have video, which I understand. I understand. No insult taken on that. All right. Yeah, I don't see. We've only got 21 people here today. It's a small group. All right. So Anastasia, what I would say, or Sonny, what I would say is give Larry a ring on your phone and let him know that you are here. Larry, since we got a little break, and it's good to take a break in between, briefly explain why we want to introduce Anastasia very quickly.
Hey, everybody. Anastasia will be joining us, and Anastasia is a well-renowned, well-known, adaptive, holistic coach. She's very good at what she does. She's known all over the world, and she's going to be joining us. Anastasia will be doing some adaptive dancing with us. I know we have at least one dance family here joining us. I'm not sure if that's Miss Joan and her mom or not. I'm trying to go by memory. And she's also going to be doing some adaptive yoga. She's grueling, but she's great. And you're going to enjoy her very much. And she walks in our shoes also. So she knows what a little challenge is like every now and then. And I think starting next month, I believe, I don't want to commit myself to saying that for sure without without permission, but I do believe we're going to be starting to see Anastasia here very shortly, within the next few weeks. So make sure you pass that along to everybody. And also, I can't stress enough, let's start exchanging those emails so that we can help remind one another and we can start teaming up. There's a lot of different things we can be doing together. So with that being said, let's everybody shake our hands on purpose. I can be politically incorrect with you guys because I have Parkinson's also. So let's,
No excuses.
right, no excuses. So let's shake our hands on purpose, and you'll know you're doing your Tai Chi right if you have an episode of flatulence. We'll laugh along with you.
Now, don't
So-
laugh. Don't laugh. Grandmaster Wong has told me, because one time, more than one time, he's past gas when he's teaching me. And he says, oh, that's good. That means your chi's moving through your body. I don't know whether he was teasing me or not. Okay, and Larry, with a suggestion, who has the general email list? Is that Mesa?
Yes.
Mesa, what I would suggest, because some people are not comfortable sharing their email. I understand that. I've got a group of 100 of them. If you send people Larry's email address and say, look, if you feel comfortable, send Larry an email. Okay, that way you can get a listing of people or a group of people that are comfortable exchanging their emails and whatnot. That's what I've done on occasion too with people, because when I communicate to my school, it's always through blind copy. So people don't see each other's email unless you really want to. All right, enough talking. Let's get back to work.
And don't be afraid to tell Shifu Paul, speed it up a little bit, make us sweat.
This is Tai
Let's
Chi.
go, let's go.
This is Tai Chi.
Let's go.
We don't speed up. But the way you sweat, like I said, you can take a step like that. When your balance is good, you take a step like that. It is much harder to hold your balance. And I'm trying this risky because this is my bad leg. If you're that spread out, I managed it, okay? It takes a lot more muscle strength to go like this than it does like that, okay? Comment we need to know? Okay, all right. And again, for those speed learners, I'm gonna show you the next move after that. And I wanna make sure I leave enough time for Qigong breathing at the end too. And because what I'll do is I'll show you the next move sequence. I want to do, like I did in the last class, I want to do a good chunk of the first section to give you an idea what it looks like. Okay. So again, loosen yourself up. Take a couple nice breaths. When you're ready to begin, bend your knees. Start raising your arms straight out your side. Take a step with your left foot, heel then toe. Get about shoulder high, goes palms up. Come in and to the side. And by the way, this is fast. My teacher would yell at me if you're going this fast. The slower you go, the more exercise it is. And actually the harder it is. So you relax yourself. When you're ready to keep going, arms straight out in front of you, palms down, they get about chest high, they come towards you. They get a little bit closer, you start pushing down. Scoop the left under the right, your weight's all the way on your left leg, so you can open your right, you get that foot flat, and shift. The left foot comes in and goes straight out. Now, as I'm shifting my weight to the left, my left arm goes up, my right hand comes down. I will do this facing the other way too. So I'm facing number 2 right now. Then you scoop your right hand under the left. So you grab the beach ball with your left hand on top. Get your weight all the way over on your left so you can bring your right foot in. You step towards 2 with your right foot. And then we call this ward off. The right hand's moving a little faster because it starts below the left. Then it's going to go above the left to this position. Some people call this taking your pulse. So I think it's one of the doctors and nurses in the class said, oh, it looks like you're about to take your pulse. All right. So I'll do it facing this way so you get a view on this side. So now I'm facing 1 and 4. And so you'll be able to see what that looks like coming in from the other side. You ready? Bend your knees, Raise your arms as you step with your left foot. Palms go up, they circle in as you bring your right foot in, and to the side, to your right. And you slowly straighten up as your hands come down and stop at your waist. When you're ready to continue, your arms go straight out in front of you, palms down. Then they come towards you. They get closer to your body. You shift your weight to the left as you scoop your left hand under the right. Grab the beach ball, right hand on top. Open your right foot. Shift your weight to your right. Bring your left foot in, and it goes straight out in front of you. Then as you shift your weight to your left arm comes up, right hand comes down. Then I shift my weight to my left side. Scoop the right hand under the left. Now I'm grabbing the beach ball with the left hand on top. Right hand comes in, right foot comes in and steps straight out. Then I'm slowly turning my body towards the front as my right hand scoops up and my left hand stays lower. Okay? So done fast, it's pushing someone away. Okay? I'll do it again facing the normal way. I like having that clock there. Actually, I got one there too, but that digital one's bigger. My bad eyes can see it better. All right. Ready to begin. Bend your knees, start raising your arms. Step out with the right foot, heel then toe. That foot's flat so that I can shift my weight to it, turn palms up, and the hands circle around high. And then after I've stepped to my right towards number 2, stand up. Then to continue, both arms come straight out in front of me, palms down. They get shoulder high. Both hands come towards me. They get a couple inches away from my body. I shift my weight to my left foot, scoop the left hand under the right, open the right foot, get it flat. Shift my weight to the right. The left foot comes up, and it goes straight out in front of me. It gets flat. I twist my body more towards 2 as my left arm comes up, the right hand goes down. Then I scoop my right hand under the left. So grab the beach ball with the left hand on top. Weight all the way to the left so I can shift, bring my right foot in. It steps towards number 2. And then I turn my body towards my front. As my right hand comes up, my left hand slowly moves a little bit higher, but it's definitely lower than the right. Okay. Just check here. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking. So Mesa said that sure, she will send your email out, Larry. Okay. You just take a sip. It's so dry. I mean, the humidity in here is too low for that thing to measure right now. So talking gets me. Dries out my throat. Okay. So you can follow along if you like on this. I'm going to show you a larger chunk of this form and show you what's in it. Preview of coming attractions, I guess. Okay. All right. So bend your knees, step out with your left foot, arms get shoulder high, they go palms up, and they circle around. The right foot steps to the side towards number 2, and you come up. All right? After you stay there for a while, just gently breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Continue, so arms straight out in front of you. Palms down, shoulder high, you bring them towards you. Then you start pushing down. Scoop the left hand under the right, weight's all the way on your left foot. So you open your right foot, shift your weight to the right, bring your left foot in, it goes straight out in front of you. It's flat. So as I shift my weight to the left, my left arm comes up, my right down. Then I scoop my right hand under my left, so I grab the beach ball with the left hand on top. Right foot comes in, it steps towards number 2, and I ward off. Then I reverse my hand. So now my left palm's facing towards me, right down. I pull down, circle my left hand up to my ear. My right hand comes up, arm comes up. I position my left hand behind my right wrist, and I push. There's a swipe. Both hands go wide and shift your weight back. Two-handed push. Shift your weight a little bit to the left, and you circle hands. If you looked at my right foot, I closed it. I got it ready for this position. Right hand goes out, thumb and fingers together, we call it a crane. Left foot comes in. Left hand is by the face. I step towards number 1 with my left foot, and I shift. I sort of like swipe in front of my face. Okay, so they call this single whip in the terminology. Okay, that's about a third of the first of 6 sections. So, you know, you come in, this is speed Tai Chi. And then see, once you get to here, okay, you're going to do moves, but then you actually do Brushy Walking for a bit of the form. You use Brushy Walking in the form, use a bunch of different things that I've been showing you. All right? All right, little Qigong breathing. And a nice, comfortable stance, all right? My feet are a little wider than my hips, probably about shoulder high. I'm gonna do this one I call the bow, or the bow and arrow. Any messages there, Larry? Maybe Sonny had trouble connecting it, okay? All right, we call this the bow and arrow. Remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a couple nice breaths. On a good exhale, as you inhale, your hands come up and cross. And then you exhale. One hand goes way far, the other one pulls back. From exhale, so it looks like you're pulling a bow. Inhale, that far hand comes in. On the next exhale, the other hand goes out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And when you want to finish, inhale.
Good job, guys, everybody.
And then exhale, your hands go down. Now the idea is you time your inhale and exhale to your hand motions. So ideally, when I'm doing this, I inhale the entire time those hands are coming up till I can't inhale anymore. Then I exhale the entire time my hands, especially the far hand, is going out. And again, inhale very slowly. So you finish your inhale when your hands are crossed again. Then you finish your exhale when the hand that's going away from your body is as far away as possible. And it can be more tiring than you might think, okay? I'll do it without the words. You know, you can follow along with me. I'll do it at my speed. And I'm a little congested today, so it's not going to be as slow as I normally do it.
we have to help our weak arm come up, don't be afraid to help your weak arm come up when you draw them up.
If you're like me, I have an easier time controlling my exhale than my inhale, okay? And that, I believe, is very normal. We didn't get a chance to do the one that has a fast exhale today, but I'll make sure in the next class I do that one first.
My knees hurt.
You hurt. You're doing something wrong, Mr. Larry.
Not good. I need more. I need to practice more.
My wife had tremendously poor circulation in her hands and feet. This really helped her. Okay. All right. So let me just take one more look and see if we see anyone that identifies themselves as either Sunny or Anastasia. I don't see anybody. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to pick up Miss Sunny at a later date, or maybe something special. But look for announcements on that. We'll try something a little bit different. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you picked up some stuff. Ms. Mesa has been posting YouTubes on these, so feel free to use those to help remind you what we did. All right, everybody. So what we would say at the end of the class is attention, and then courtesy, right hand's a fist, left hand's open, and gently put the fist to the hand, like that. Common greeting in China. All right. Thank you once again, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the day and week. It's supposed to warm up down here.
Paul, can we take some questions? We do have like 2 minutes in case there's any questions.
Sure.
So if anyone has any question, feel free to type it into the chat box or unmute yourself.
When is the next class, please?
Ms. Mesa, I don't know whether we have a next date scheduled.
So not yet, but it should be in the near future.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have some things coming up, and if you keep an eye out on Miss Mesa and Miss Natalie's postings, you'll see some different things that are coming up here very shortly.